Hello guys, welcome to another video of DevOps. In this video, we are going to discuss about Power Automate and Azure DevOps as well. We will be creating templates and flows in Automate, and we'll be also integrating this Power Automate with Azure DevOps, and we'll see how we can automate our day-to-day task related to businesses or any kind of task or repetitive task in our day-to-day basis using this Power Automate and Azure DevOps as well. Okay, we have already seen about Azure DevOps. We will be now going to this Power Automate and we'll be creating the workflow. Okay, this is a tool provided by Microsoft to create the workflows and automate your day-to-day task. You can automate multiple tasks, repetitive tasks related to your work. Okay, if you click on the templates in Power Automate, you get multiple templates as well, which you can use to start. Suppose you have to trigger one email, you can just select this template, notify an email when a new file is uploaded to OneDrive. Something like this, you can select the template and all the flows and all the tasks related to that will be added automatically. Okay, you don't need to do that. So like this as well, you have multiple templates. You can directly select it from here. Let me select one template and show you that. Suppose you have selected this template, notify an email when a new file is uploaded to OneDrive. Okay, it is asking me to sign in for this OneDrive for Business and Office 365 Outlook, so that it will internally create the connections between OneDrive and Office 365, and it will create the flow for us. Okay, but I don't want to do that at the moment. I'll be just going to the templates again and just selecting one simple one. Suppose I'm selecting this, which will connect with Microsoft Teams. I don't have Teams installed as well. Let me see if we get some different template. Easier one, or we can even create the flows by ourselves as well without even using the template from blank. If you have some templates, you can go here in my flows and you'll be able to see all the templates, all your cloud flows, desktop flows, and any other flow as well which is being shared with you. Okay, for other things, if you click on more, you'll be able to see the connections and other things created for your workflows to work. Now let's go ahead in my flows and create a new flow. Either you can create the new flow by clicking on this create button and selecting all these based on the requirement, or you can go to my flow and click on new flow. If you have existing flow, or if you have imported some existing flows from some different environment, you can import that as well directly inside your environment. Okay, from clicking on this import button. To create new flow, just click on this new flow and you can select the options here. If you want to select or start the flow from the template, you can select the template, or you can select any other options from here as well. Okay, or you can also click on this create button and start it. Suppose you want to create one instant cloud flow, or you want to create one scheduled cloud flow so that this flow should be triggered automatically, you can do that as well. Let me click on this instant cloud flow and create the flow. Once you have selected this, first in Power Automate, you will have to create the trigger. Trigger means basically how your flow should start at first. Okay, either you can select the manual trigger or some different REST API triggers as well, or multiple third-party applications as well, which we get inside Power Automate as a triggers. For example, you can see if you want to trigger this flow manually, you can trigger this manually. Or if you have multiple things, like if you want to trigger this workflow when your Power App calls a flow, or something is uploaded inside SharePoint, or something is uploaded inside a OneDrive. Based on that, you can select this, or you can even trigger this flow, or even sometimes if HTTP request is received, you can trigger this flow. So for us, let's select this manually trigger a flow, because we'll be triggering this flow manually. Okay. From here, you can just type the name of the flow. Suppose I have given this flow name as demo flow, and the trigger is added manually trigger a flow, manually trigger this flow. Whenever we click on run, this flow will be triggered manually. Okay, once this is done, you can click on new step, and here you'll have to just select the actions. Like once this flow is triggered, what operation do you want to perform? You get multiple things. You get if else conditions as well. You get the loops as well. Here in Power Automate, you can include everything. You can explore more as well. You get built-in conditions. So many conditions. If you scroll down, convert time zone, you can. These are some of the self-explanatory. You can, if you are creating the Power Automate workflows, you can come here and select this. You get the loop as well, like you can see this condition. If you want to use if condition, you can select this. If you want to use for each loop, you can select this. If you want to use this do loop, you can do that as well. If you want to manipulate your operations, you can select all of this as well. Okay, you get other things as well related to teams, notifications, premium, or if you are not getting something, you can just search directly in here as well. Okay, suppose you selected Azure DevOps. If you want to create workflow for your Azure DevOps, you can select the operation or search the operation here inside this as well. Okay, if you see, since we have selected the DevOps, we are creating this Azure DevOps Ajections, and you get multiple tasks related to Azure DevOps here, like to create a work item, to queue a new build, create a new release, upload a work item, multiple tasks related to Azure DevOps. You can select all of them, or you can select whatever you want to do based on the requirement. Suppose you want to create a new release. Whenever something has happened inside somewhere or anywhere, or sometime if some file is uploaded or some message has been queued in Azure, if you want to create a new release for a pipeline inside your Azure DevOps using this Power Automate, you can do that. Okay, since this needs premium and we don't have the premium account, I'll not be able to show you here from the Azure DevOps. Okay, but you can always send the emails as well. Suppose you want to send the Outlook email, you can send your emails as well. Okay, apart from this, you get multiple things, or if you want to just use the loop, if you want to add the condition, you can add the condition. Like this username is equal to suppose ABCD, something like this. If this condition meets, you can add one another action here, something like this. Like if you want to delete the row from some Excel sheet, just select this. If no, then you can add another action here as well. Okay, suppose you want to run or update a row. If this condition is not met, then you can create something like this. Okay, after this you can add multiple actions as well here inside this, or you can also directly add the actions here. Once after this step is completed, you can add multiple steps here as well. So like this, you'll be able to create many things in Power Automate. Suppose you want to send some email, send an email notification. Once this is done, you can click on accept. Here you will have to add the two email address, subject and body. You can do that. If you want to see add the CC things and all, you will be able to just add it directly from here as well. Okay, suppose I want to send some email. You can just add your email ID here. Okay, you can add the subject, you can select the fonts as well, and you'll be able to add the body. You can add the HTML body as well. Like this, you can add multiple things here. Once everything is done, you can click on save and your flow will be saved. Since we have multiple errors in this flow, we are not able to save it. We'll be able to see your errors inside the flow by clicking on this flow checker. If you click on it, you'll be able to see all the errors whatever you are getting. Okay, see we are getting 8 errors and it will show all things like location is required, file is required. Okay, if you remove all of this, you can click on this menu button and delete this stage as well. So this stage will be deleted. And if you click on save, your flow will be saved. You can see this is saving, and if you click on my flow, you will be able to see this demo flow directly from here. You can do things, you will be able to see, like you can turn off it, you will be able to delete it, or if you want to simply run it, click on it and you will be able to run this flow. Okay, the flow has successfully started and you will be able to see all the runs here by going into the run history. Okay, this has failed because we have not added all the mailing details. You can see it will show you which step it has failed, and you will be able to see other things as well, like what is the error. You can see the error is unauthorized because we have not added the details properly. Like this, you'll be able to create the workflows in Power Automate and you'll be able to troubleshoot, run it, and debug as well by going into the run history. If somewhere your automation is failing, you'll be able to debug that easily. So basically, Power Automate provides us the workflow or basically the different ways to automate your day-to-day task. You'll be able to automate almost any task in the Power Automate directly by creating the workflows. To create the workflows, you don't need the developer background. Even if you are a level, uh, business level, basically, you can say the professional working inside organization, you will be able to create the workflows directly in the Power Automate. Okay, I should have shown you how you can integrate this Power Automate with Azure DevOps, but that needs the premium account in Power Automate, and I don't have that, so I am not able to show you that. Like integrating this with Azure DevOps, you can integrate Power Automate with multiple tools, almost most of the tools, generally from this Power Automate. If you are not able to integrate it, you will be able to integrate this with REST APIs and automate all the things. Okay, that's it from this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe my channel. I will be making other videos about Power Automate as well, on some of the complex workflows, how we can create it and how we can run it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel. If you have any